Yes, yes. God almighty. This is Tyler. This is the Let's Be Real podcast. I am your host, Tyler, and I'm here with my other host.
Juan, I'm over here in the corner.
He's in the
Oh!
corner.
Naughty boy.
He's a naughty boy. So yes, guys. For what's going on over there?
There's the echoes.
Oh, the echoes. I'm not schizophrenic.
We're in a cave.
I'm not schizophrenic.
We're recording this in the cave.
In a cave. Whoa, man.
Are you
That's
going live off the Instagrams?
Oh, whoops. Sure, I'll go live on mine, I guess.
Did you go off the? Where'd you post most? The Let's Be Reals.
I was posting on that one earlier.
Oh, might as well go live off there.
Okay, well, I don't know if anybody's gonna join.
They might not.
We can try though. We can try. Hey, go ahead and just pull your phone up just to see how this looks. You know what I mean? Live on Podbean.
Oh, I didn't mean to post it there. Stupidity.
Stupidity at its finest. So yes, to the one person online with us, we appreciate you. But yeah, we've been using Podbean for a little bit. We are on Spotify and all these other platforms, but this is our first time going live. You know,
Mike's like wait.
What? Just look at it now. But
Oh, there you go.
But yo, hey, JC Punk, I appreciate you tuning in. We're on Podbean though. You should go there.
Well, all right.
No excuses. But yeah, so yeah, we're on Podbean right now. We have some things to discuss, man. You had a freaking birthday, apparently.
Did I?
I mean, yeah, you had a birthday, right? How was your birthday getaway, buddy?
My birthday getaways. I ran away.
There's the birthday boy.
Hello.
He's not nude. He's not. I
wish
promise.
I was.
So, how was your what was that?
Oh, my keyboard. Look at that.
Well, hold on. Wait a
phone.
minute. This is the Let's Be Real podcast. I am Tyler, and this is
Juan.
All right, cool. I think we did that already, but
We
I just
already-
wanted to make sure.
Okay.
But yes, let's Juan, can you just tell us about your
My
birthday celebration?
I went to. Is that you or me?
With what?
Am I hearing things?
No. That is that's the soundboard that you have with all these effects. Oh, he's dying. He's coughing. Oh, somebody get the medic. But yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
So how was your birthday getaway?
It was good. I went to Epcot.
Epcot?
Yes. They had the Food and Wine Festival just for me.
The Voodoo Wine Festival?
Food and Wine.
Voodoo Wine. When you speak too fast, it just Voodoo Wine.
Well, you know, I'm trying to enunciate more since everybody tells me that they can't hear me, and I'm basically a troll that lives under a bridge.
Okay. Oh,
So
I agree with that first part. I can never really understand you. Sometimes you're just like,
I'm like that one chick from Pitch Perfect that has a dead
hey, you're
body.
just like, you want to see a dead body? But I don't agree with the troll part. No, I don't. Not that. Not at all.
So yeah, I ate a lot of food over there
Well, that's good.
in Orlando. It was good.
You're supposed to.
Expensive.
You're supposed to eat a lot of food.
Yeah. Well, at a Food and Wine Festival, technically, you're supposed to.
I wouldn't. I would question you if you didn't eat a lot of food. How much weight did you gain?
Man, I gained 10 pounds just off that pork belly.
Whoo! But pork belly would do it to you.
Yeah, and I had 3 beers.
4 beers. 5 beers. 6 beers.
Shot of tequila.
7 beers.
Whiskey.
And a Bloody Mary. If anybody could tell us who that was.
5 cheeseburgers.
5 burgers.
What?
6 burgers.
What?
7 burgers.
What?
And an apple pie.
What? I had an apple tart.
An
A
apple.
warm apple tart. That was good.
A warm apple tart.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be cold, but she handed it to me. Was like, oh, it's warm.
Warm stuff. Warmies. But yeah, bro, tell us how it went.
I mean, I think I pretty much did. It was not.
No, tell us what you did, man. Tell us the different foods you
I
tried.
ate food. I ate.
What was your favorite country, your food that you had?
My favorite. Okay, my favorite food that I had was in Brazil. It was the pork belly with the rice and beans. It was like a roasted pork belly. It was really good. And then also their black lager from there was really good. What else? I mentioned the Scandinavian ale that I had.
Yes.
That from Norway, that was good.
Sounds good.
It was good. It was like you know how when you drink like beer, like it makes you feel like heavy, almost like bloated.
Yes.
This didn't feel that way. It was very light.
It was a light beer.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a light beer as like in calories, obviously, because it's an ale, but it was white, so it probably didn't have wheat in it. It still had hops, but not any wheat.
Okay.
Which is good. It didn't feel like I was drinking bread.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling when you drink beer and you get full. I don't.
I normally get that feeling if I drink like a Yingling. Like if I have a Yingling, I get that feeling. Coronas, I don't get that feeling with though. Oh, look at
just brought it up on the phone, and that's what it looks like right there. That's pretty cool, huh?
But that's your account.
No, no, I didn't log in. No, this is a different one. But I'm saying this is just like as if somebody random would just join in. But this is pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Like, look, see this, and this is what it would come up as. They can call in. They can like press go like this, hit call in. They can check about what the episode's about.
Oh yeah, look at that. I wish it worked on the. I can call in from here. Super chat. I wish it worked like that on the laptop without you having to pay money.
Yeah, see a but a super chat would be cool because I mean, eventually people could pay us. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. But I'm talking about like.
Yeah, from the just like without having to pay. But hey, keep your phone on there because the more views, I think the more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's actually pretty cool, man. You could do a lot with this, and then when you find it, like when people type in the name. So like I'll leave really quick. Watch. Look at this. Check this out. Look. Look at this. I guess you're not looking, huh?
I'm looking at you.
No, look.
Or at you. I thought you meant like I'm waiting for something to happen on my phone.
Oh no, no, look at this. Watch. So you click on that, right? And then look, see the top episode? See how it's live? It tells them that they're live. That we're live.
Oh yeah, that's
and
cool.
Then they just click, and then bam.
Oh, somebody entered the live studio.
Well, yeah, that's this.
Is it you?
Yeah, which I don't care. Whatever numbers, Hey, we got to do what we got to do, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got 5 engagements though, which is awesome. I just looked up here because I thought we were live, but we're not. So Food and Wild Festival was great. Any music? Did you witness any good music at all when you were there?
So a couple. The first night was in Disney Springs. They had some like nice cover bands. They always have nice cover bands over there at Disney Springs, over by the lake. Very nice. I get to sit down and just enjoy the atmosphere after walking like 50 miles.
Yeah, bro, you watch a lot. I mean, you walk a lot.
You walk a lot at those parks.
You really do.
But also in the park though, when I was walking towards the American Pavilion, they have that stage. It's over in front of the lake. Boyz II Men was playing.
Ooh, Motown Philly back again.
Yes, they started their set with that, and they ended the set. Well, the set that I witnessed, they started with Motown Philly, and then they ended with "I'll Make Love to You." And they were throwing roses to all the ladies, which I thought was good.
That is amazing. "I'll Make Love to You" is a great.
That's probably their most popular song.
Great song. I mean, popular song. One of them. I mean, you got also "End of the Road." Well, "I'll Make Love to You" is probably the most singable song just by anybody. Notable. Most like relatable song.
Right.
No matter who you are.
I feel like if you were to like say that those lyrics to somebody, they would immediately know that it was Boyz II Men. They wouldn't have to take a second to think.
Exactly. I make love to you. Everybody knows who that is.
Everybody knows that.
Unless you're a baby, unless you're not like a
Unless you're new to the world and your parents haven't shown you that music yet.
a whole new world.
I went to Morocco and I didn't meet Jasmine. But
you met Jasmine Rice?
No, I didn't meet. No, I'll leave that for the kiddos.
You met Jasmine?
I did not,
bruh.
Nope.
Don't lie to me, bro.
I was in Morocco. There was a sign that said "Meet Jasmine," and I was like, "No, thanks."
Why not?
Because I'm not a child.
I mean, bro, you could have got her number or something.
I'm 29 years old. No, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because she's married to Aladdin.
What about outside of Disney World? Who's she married to then? You know what I mean? Like
when I was in, where was I? The UK part.
The Uck.
Yep. It smelled like fish and chips. And I saw Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Did you get her number?
Nope. I didn't know that she was a meetable person.
Yep. Yep.
We fight the chickens. Yep.
Clip Bobski here. Yep.
We fight for those chickens.
We fight for those chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those farms. But yeah. We have some things to talk about though. And I'm glad that you got to enjoy your birthday. You know, we just got to cheer it up for you.
Yes. Oh, also I added another.
Give it up. He's 29 years old. His name is Frank Griffin. His name is Juan Guzman. His name is...
That's me.
JC Punk.
On Instagram.
His name is Handsome Hector.
On Handsome Hector on Reddit. On
hey, he's doing a Reddit plug. Okay.
And Xbox.
Sheesh. Woo. Ooh, man, this guy is nice.
And on somewhere else, which I will not mention. Snapchat.
Oh, is that the one you didn't want to mention?
Yeah, but you can't find me on there because there's something else at the end of it. That's a personal one. But anyway, I collect lightsabers if you don't know. And Disney Springs wasn't selling lightsabers there for a long time because of supply issues. And I every time I go to Disney Springs, I always go to the Star Wars Trading Post and see if they have anything new and also if they're selling sabers. I walk in. First thing I see to my left is a display of lightsabers, and I said, "Oh man, I am in trouble."
You're always in trouble. I mean, we're always in trouble when we see that stuff, you know.
I left with Count Dooku's lightsaber.
Jeez. Count Dooku.
It's very nice, very heavy. They did update their motion. I was gonna say sickness, but that's not it. Their motion swing a little bit. It's nothing like you would get if you were to get a higher end saber, but for a prop replica, basically what it is that lights up.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice and kind of accurate.
Really,
except for the thickness, it'd be a little thinner if it was the one from screen used.
Okay,
but I mean it's nice. It's chrome. It's my second chrome saber that I have. Mace Windu is my first.
Oh. Dude, this is I just seen this.
What'd you see?
I have to watch this movie at AMC. Those are AMC, the collectibles.
Oh, you have to go. But you have to go today.
That sucks.
Oh no, you have to go. Yeah,
no.
Today
Grab limited edition art, cup sets, apparel, and more. Only available online.
Oh yeah, go buy it. When I was in the Lego store at the Disney Springs, they had a giant T'Challa.
I love T'Challa.
They had a giant, like the Lego heads.
Yes,
with the arms.
Yes, the one that you build
for Black Panther. Yeah, massive, like $350.
Really?
It was massive. It was maybe about the size of that of that wooden thing you got over there.
That's big.
That is big.
That is big. We're gonna need a big boat.
Definitely.
But yeah, man. Dude, sounds like you had a great time on your birthday.
I did.
Got in trouble with a lightsaber.
Oh man, I always do.
I just picture you going out fighting crime.
With the
I always
lightsaber.
get in trouble. Traitor.
It shuts off halfway through. No.
Hold
Hold on, I gotta change the batteries.
I'm nothing.
You got any double A's on? So yeah.
You getting some noties over there.
Is it you?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Somebody mentioned me.
Somebody mentioned you. Ew. So yeah. Anything else that you enjoyed the night on your birthday before we move on to our next segment?
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
Like you didn't see like a lizard attack a spider or something.
I saw a duck take a nap.
Did it make you want to take a nap?
Yes, for real. I was sitting on a bench by some shade, and I had just eaten some. Like, so the Hawaii Pavilion has like this spam, but they do it like sushi style.
Mm-hmm.
I had just eaten some of that, and you know how like sushi rice will put anybody to sleep.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
That was me. I was sitting there, and the duck was over here taking a nap, and I was about to fall asleep, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get some coffee. And I had some more walking to do.
Some coffee.
Yes, I ended the night with the fireworks there. By the way, it was nice. Fireworks show at Epcot. I forgot the name of it, but it's very nice.
Which I cannot wait till we go back to Disney World for Star Wars Day next year.
Oh yeah,
but this time we're gonna buy the tickets early so we can actually get in the parks.
we can actually go because you have to make a reservation.
Hey, I'm not gonna complain though. When we went, it was awesome though. Like I had a
we
great
went
time.
To Disney Springs, it was nice.
I had a great time. Spent a lot of money.
We had
homecoming
on food though.
We weren't gonna drink.
No,
the first drink that we're like, oh, I'm not drinking today. The first thing we did, we got a drink.
Well, we got ice cream soaked in alcohol.
Yeah, we got it was the what was it? The Dole.
You had
the Dole Whip, right?
Yeah, so it was pineapple and vanilla Dole Whip.
It's vanilla Dole Whip, and then they had the pineapple chunks inside.
Yeah, so it's pineapple and vanilla Dole Whip.
Yeah, pineapple vanilla. They had the big pineapple chunks inside the ice cream.
Yeah, you got
the sangria one.
You got the sangria one.
See,
I got the Malibu.
We're so dumb because we're like, oh man, I'm not drinking today. Oh, that looks great. Let's get it. And it had alcohol, but we didn't know that we can get it without it.
Yeah, if we would just read up a little bit,
our minds was like alcohol, boom, and it was nice.
And then we had gator tail, and then we had gator bites.
Oh my gosh.
Those were good.
Best chicken sandwich I've ever had.
I had squid.
Yes.
I had squid.
Yes, you did. That was really good.
Takayuki.
Yes, it did. That was the best chicken sandwich I've ever had, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Homecoming.
The chicken biscuits I had with the hot honey and the mac and cheese.
Bro, I put that chicken sandwich over Chick-fil-A.
Now I have to try it.
Well, yeah, that's right. You didn't have the same thing I did.
No, because I had the.
It was just the fried chicken sandwich. It was crispy. It was okay. So picture this. It was crispy like PDQs.
Okay. But it was juicy like
Chick-fil-A's. But it didn't. But it had its own flavor.
It was probably buttermilk, not pickle juice.
Yeah, but for sure. But that's the perfect chicken sandwich. PDQ crispiness, the juiciness of the Chick-fil-A. And it's just, oh my gosh.
Now I'm hungry.
Let's go. Homecoming. We're coming home.
Let's go.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
But no, what I had was they were like cheddar biscuits with scallions, but they sliced them in half and put chicken thighs in there.
Yes.
Was it fried chicken thighs with hot honey?
Looked great, by the way.
And I had them add cheese to it and avocado. It was so good.
Interesting.
It was an appetizer, but it's very filling. That's definitely like a shareable app.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Speaking of shareable apps, it's like a shareable app, kind of like Podbean.
Not a sponsor. We pay them. They don't.
It's not a. It comes out of my card. Comes out my card.
Comes out my card.
Comes out my card.
My card.
My card.
My card.
My codfish. Speaking of codfish, it's time for the dad joke of the week.
Captain Hook. It's a codfish.
Correct. You got it. You got it.
Man, now I want to watch Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Peter Panning.
Peter Pan it. Peter Pan pots. Peter
How long
Pot
have we been going
Pans.
live now?
Okay. Also, today we're going to be pretty much talking about Batman.
Batman.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. We're gonna be talking about Batman, and the Batman movies we're talking about.
Where were the other jokes going?
Where are they?
Oh yeah, swear to me.
Swear to me.
He drops them and then lets them go loosely.
So we're talking about we made a list, a top 9 list, because there's only 9 movies from the time Juan and I grew up. We didn't watch the 1940s, 60s. We're ranking from 1989 Batman to Batman vs Superman. Oh, to the Batman, I mean.
Yeah.
The new Batman. But before we get into all that, it's time for the dad joke of the week. Dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week. Oh man, it's just be nice if I can get some like drum roll or something, Juan, I need a drum roll.
Oh.
Juan, hold on. I need a drum roll. No, I think I found one.
That was a tiny drum. It was from Play School. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just that was a dumb joke I just read.
Well, I mean, they're dad jokes.
It made hey. Watch your mouth, little boy.
Watch your mouth, buddy.
Are you ready for this one? Have you heard of Batman's brother, High Hat Man?
What?
Have you heard of Batman's brother, High Hat Man? High Hat Man.
No. High Hat Man?
He's a symbol of justice.
Oh, God.
You get it? High Hat Man.
I don't think Mr. Freeze would approve of that joke.
Interesting. What's Batman's favorite part of the joke?
The battering. The punchline.
Yes! Oh my God! He got it right!
Oh!
He got it right!
What do I win?
8.
Whoa, that's a countdown.
9.
Are we gonna die? Oh. Hey, stop catcalling me.
There it is! He got a joke right! He got a dad joke right!
What do I win?
I don't know. Crowd cheering for you.
That's good enough. More than I ever get.
So yes, he got a Jad joke right.
Awesome
All right.
sauce.
Awesome cost. So Juan,
So
I'm just gonna go first.
Okay.
We have a list of 9 of our Batman movies, just to make it clear.
sorry.
You need to take some. You need to take it. Look.
What the heck? Why is it? Oh no!
So
Oh, I like this better.
I don't know what you're looking at, and I don't want to know.
I think I'm gonna turn my back like this.
All right, cool. So we have 9 movies of the Batman movies, and we are going to rank them from star rating from 1 to 5. But just so you know, we love all these movies. Okay. So I will go first.
Okay.
My first Batman movie, no, my 9th Batman movie I'm putting as number 9 is Batman versus Superman.
Okay. You got any? Are you gonna follow up on that?
Follow up on with what?
Why is it number 9?
It's the worst one. What was good about it?
Before anybody says anything, that's not a standalone Batman movie. Batman is in it more than Superman.
Yes, he is.
He is in it. I count Bruce Wayne and Batman They're not. Well, they're not the same person, but they technically are, right? I mean, if you really look at it, Batman's secret identity is Bruce Wayne,
Correct.
and and um, why am I explaining it? This is your pick.
I don't know. I asked you, what's good about it? It's a slow movie. It's a slow burn. The fight scenes are good. Doomsday was crappy. Wonder Woman was good in this movie. Superman was being a punk. Lex Luthor was cool. Ben Affleck was all right to me, but
It has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
oh man, that stinks. So, 3-star rating for me. 3 stars. So Juan, you want to give him your number 9?
My number 9 is Batman.
Make sure you talk into the mic. Like, put it on your mouth.
My number 9
Your number 9
is Batman
is Batman
versus Superman.
Batman versus himself. All right. Ultimate heel. Ultimate plot twist.
Batman versus Superman's audience score rating on 63%.
60 what?
63.
Interesting.
Tomato meter 29%. I didn't like the fact that Batman was going around with a hot knife branding people.
Hey, whoever just joined, go ahead and type your name in. Would like to know who joined. Because I think you guys joined as a free account, but go ahead and just join and just let me see. Oh, okay. Still doesn't say who joined. That's not you, is it?
No, it would say my name.
Oh, okay, that's right. Gotcha. But yeah, appreciate you for tuning in, man. Or lady, man or lady. Really appreciate it. We're discussing Batman.
I like the take on an older Batman. It reminds me of the animated Batman movie. Holy crap! What's the name of it?
Which one?
Just completely forgot. I had it on my face right now, and I just forgot.
I can't believe it. That's what happens when you're 29, muddy.
Boy,
muddy. I meant to say buddy.
It is Batman, and the name is coming soon. The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and Part 2.
That's an animated series.
That is an animated movie, yes, but that
animated, and let's be real.
That is an animated movie.
The animated
that
movies
is that
are
is
better.
Essentially a Batman versus Superman, but this is way better.
No, the animated series, no question.
The animated movie, the Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 2 being my favorite, but they are way better than this piece of crap.
Which let's be clear. I mean, we all like these movies that we're naming right now, the 9 movies, but this is obviously the least favorite.
Yeah.
But I agree with you 100%.
So that's the kind of take that they went for this Batman in this movie, kind of like coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Which I get, by the way. I do understand.
I mean, he had, and Wonder Woman just comes out of nowhere. They try to force it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they did. They did.
What they did wrong here was like they tried to do what Marvel did with Civil War.
Yeah, but Marvel did it right. They
Civil War had a build-up. Had
oh yeah,
5 movies that came before it?
That movie is the worst. Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, what would you say? What would you give your 1 out of 5 rating on that?
Me?
No, somebody's typing in here.
Or somebody in the chat.
Yeah, somebody in the chat. Just A chat. Oh wow, a 1. Woo.
Ooh, I can see that.
I mean, look,
I
I
mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I like the movie. It's not the worst, but it ain't the best. That's why it's a 3. I can't go to a 1. If you want to talk about 1, I'll the a 1 for me is oh,
at
this is Frank Ladron. He said this is Frank Ladron,
Frank
pendejo.
Ladron.
Why are you calling me pendejo?
Hey, bang.
Pendelcito. You want to talk about rating a 1, bro? Green Lantern is a 1, but we don't have to talk about that right now. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. So you're giving it what rating? You know what?
I think I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
You know what? I might change mine too. I'm tired of this. It's gonna be Kane. We appreciate you tuning in, bro. We really do, man. Stay. Hey, if you would like to call in, you're more than welcome to call in if you want to talk and join.
Call in, man. Join if you're able to.
Call in after if you want to call in and join, do that after both of our lists are done. So that way we can get through this. So you said a 2.5.
Yeah, after thinking about it for real.
All right. So
You know,
my
no, go ahead.
my number 8 is, we can kind of get through this quickly.
Okay.
Batman 1989. And I gave this movie a 3.5.
I do remember that.
The reason it's my number 8, it's obviously the first one that we've watched. Kind of made you like Batman.
Yeah.
In the modern, in the cinematic universe.
Outside what we
Because I grew
TV.
up. I mean, you and I, we grew up watching the animated series,
Right.
like just the episodes. I mean, I would turn on TV when I was a kid. Boom, Batman. It was mostly Batman and the Joker.
Batman, the animated series,
Yep.
and then
Batman, which was
Batman
done
Beyond
by Mark Hamill
and Kevin Conroy.
Yes.
Who did?
No, I'm sorry, Mark Hamill was the Joker.
Right. Kevin Conroy was Batman.
Which I think
voice. I think the both of them. I know Mark Hamill did the Joker in the Arkham series.
Yes, in the
games,
game. Yes,
but I think it was Kevin Conroy. If it was
no, Kevin Conroy was in the game
for Batman. Yeah, but if it wasn't, it was definitely somebody.
And he's the one that did the voice for Batman in the animated shows.
Right,
and he was amazing.
He is Batman. When I hear him,
yes.
His voice, the guy they got now for the animated movies, the new ones that are coming out, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good, but I think Conroy just kind of brought his own twist to it. It was perfect. Didn't force it. It was awesome. So I give 1989 a 3.5. Wasn't bad. I mean, Michael Keaton, he was a good Batman. Went up against the Joker with Jack Nicholson. Can't go wrong with that, man. Jack Nicholson, the whole story was, remember, Jack Nicholson wasn't even the Joker right away. He was just a guy. He was a normal guy that had some insane qualities, and he turned on the people, and he became the Joker. Boom. What about you, my friend? You're number 8.
I'm just making a quick revision to my list.
Oh my God, this guy thinks he could just change everything, huh? Ooh.
Yep. Where's the stupid? There it is. My number 8 is Batman Forever.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one with Uma Thurman and
Dick Grayson was in there.
Dick Grayson? No.
Yeah, Batman Forever.
Oh yes, Robin.
Yeah, Robin, the Riddler.
Yes, the Riddler. You had Tommy Lee Jones.
Yep, Tommy Lee Jones.
Two-Face. And Jim Carrey was the Riddler. Nicole Kidman was in it. No, I'm thinking of the wrong movie. I'm thinking of the wrong movie. No, Nicole Kidman was in the movie. Did I say Uma Thurman? I'm sorry. My brain just messed up. I was looking at the poster for Batman and Robin, not Batman Forever. Nicole Kidman was love interest.
What'd you think of that movie?
It's a lot of fun. It's I mean, it's not the best. Obviously, it's number 8. But having Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones on screen together, they actually did a better job than I thought they would. Having, I guess, I don't. It seemed like they had some kind of on-screen chemistry.
Okay.
I don't know.
I agree.
Maybe I think I heard Tommy Lee Jones is a good person to work with, and so is Jim Carrey. So I don't.
I mean, they've had long careers. They gotta be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rotten Tomatoes score 39%.
Jeez.
And 32% for the audience score.
That's low, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's fair.
That is low.
I think they should rewatch it and then rescore it.
Maybe we should make accounts, make a bunch of different accounts
on what?
On Rotten Tomato, and just bring the score up.
I'm down. I mean, hey, I'm willing to try that. Get noticed on that website.
Well, Drew Barrymore is listed as a cast on here.
Yeah, I thought she was.
Her name in the movie was Sugar. Whoever that is.
Okay. Huh.
I didn't know she was in that movie.
Interesting. Might want to look at it.
Let me see. Let me bring her up. Oh, she was. Oh.
Which one was she?
She played Sugar. She was one of the girls that would hang out with the two of them, mostly the Riddler. I don't remember her being in this movie at all.
I do now. I do.
You see it?
Yeah, I do.
I remember the character, but I didn't really recognize it as being Drew Barrymore.
She wasn't in the movie long, right?
She was,
or she was, but no, I do remember that she was one of the girls on. She was in the party. She was one of the girls on the bed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like she was there. She was like she worked with the Riddler.
But she showed up to like a ball.
Yes.
That
yes,
Wayne
she did.
Was throwing.
Yes, she did.
Along with Edward Nygma.
Yes. I love that name.
Yeah. So shout out to Drew Barrymore. I didn't know she was in this movie.
You didn't? No, you just forgot. It is easy to forget because she's not the main character.
Yeah, she's not in it long, but she's in it.
Yeah, man, nice. But she did a good job for the time that she was in there.
Definitely.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. But
okay,
that was your number 8, right?
Did I score this?
No,
I didn't
not
score
yet.
this. I'm gonna give it 3 stars.
Yeah, that's a good score. So, my number 7, Batman Returns, 3.5.
Batman Returns.
That's the same one, Michael. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Keaton.
Yes.
Michael Keaton. That's the one with
the Penguin.
The Penguin. Ugh, scared the heck out of me, bro.
And what's her face? Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, Catwoman.
Probably, in my opinion, the best on-screen Catwoman that we've gotten so far. And I didn't
think so.
Yeah, I mean, way better than Halle Berry's. Better than Anne Hathaway, and better than what's her name? What's his name's daughter? Oh my gosh, I am blanking right now. She's in the new one. She's in the new Batman movie.
Just let you have your little moment.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Yes, there you go. I was waiting for you to catch on.
What's his daughter's name?
Something Kravitz.
Is it Zoe? I think it's Zoe Kravitz.
That sounds good enough for me.
That sounds good enough for you?
Yep, sounds
great.
Anyway,
Michelle Pfeiffer's. Yeah, her name is Zoe Kravitz. Anyway, Michelle Pfeiffer did a better job than both of those as Catwoman.
I agree with that. I do agree.
This is your movie.
I know. I thought you were saying something else.
Nope.
But movie was good. I did not like the penguin. He scared me. But this movie is a 3.5 for me.
3.5.
Yep.
This is more like a crime movie.
It is.
I mean, they're all crimes, but I mean, like.
But this one was heavy on crime.
This one, yeah, definitely.
Like
Especially on the
it highlighted that.
Especially the scene in the office when
Yes.
him and Penguin and Catwoman are having the discussion. She wants him to work together so they can take down the Bat. But in all reality, she's working both Batman and Penguin to get what she wants. There's like a diamond or something?
Yes. Yeah, she just wanted that so she can I guess sell it, do what she had to do. But yes, what is your number 7, my friend?
My number 7 is...
Which one? Oh, this is Batman Returns we were just talking about. This one, I think that was 1992.
Yes.
Oh, are you looking that stuff up as you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We need somebody like that.
My number 7 is Batman 1989.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With Michael Keaton.
That is
Keaton.
I've gone back and watched that one a lot. One of my favorites.
And I appreciate that. It's a good movie. Just take a bow.
I'm sitting down.
Just go.
I own that one on VHS.
And
I also own it on Blu-ray Steelbook, not 4K. I know they came out with the 4K version, but I just haven't gone around to getting it yet.
Okay. Collecting
all the Batman movies is expensive, especially on 4K. So tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes for Batman 1989 is a 73%. Pretty good. It's a pretty good score.
That is a pretty good
audience score. 84%. This one's obviously much more loved by the people than the critics, which I can understand. The critics are very harsh on movies sometimes. I know a lot of days now, if a movie is shot on film, they kind of give it a lower rating just because it has film grain. But I like that. I like movies that are shot on film. It has that movie feel to it.
Yes. Get that old school classic vibe.
You get that, you get a little bit of the film grain, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's only recently the movies are really being shot in digital. But
this is true.
We're used to seeing it in film, so that's probably why.
Which I appreciated the film. I appreciated the old style.
35 millimeter. 79 millimeter if you're Christopher Nolan.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Batman 1989, this movie was a lot of fun. The Joker, my favorite character in the movie. I love his line. He says, where does he get all these toys? When he sees Batman with all these little gadgets and everything.
Yep.
And it is Batman trips him, the Joker, and he falls in the vat of acid. Causes his face to deform and look like a smile.
That's when he had the smile, like you said. And he looked creepy.
He did. He dyed his hair green, painting his face white.
That's when he had his crazy moment.
Because he was known for telling jokes as a mob boss. So he kind of came out with that character as like...
Yes.
For that.
100%. So what is your rating on that, though?
This one? Oh, man. 3.5 stars. You know, it was good, but it could have been better. But hey, we got 2 films with Michael Keaton out of it, so this one and Returns.
So that was your number 7.
Correct.
My number 6, Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
Yes. Yes. The funniest of them all. And I absolutely love that movie. It's number 6 on my list, but I mean, dude, you cannot watch this movie and not laugh. You cannot think, oh man, a dad must have written this script with all the jokes in there. I die of laughter every time.
On that movie.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? You know, like who wouldn't laugh?
All the dad jokes in that one are funny.
Freeze, chill. These one-liners that Arnold Schwarzenegger had, which I thought were pretty awesome. But I give that movie though. It is a 3.5 for me.
Tomato.
Actually, no. Yeah, it has to be a 3.5 for me. Has to be.
3.5.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this
Rotten Tomato rating?
Tomato scores?
Not really.
12%.
Oh.
Tomato meter.
Ugh.
16% audience score.
Ooh, that is harsh.
That is that. Let me see. Let me see if I can find one here. Here is a top critic. I'm not going to say his name. An abominable, almost farcical Batman episode with George in espresso mode. Hopped up on coffee.
Jeez.
This movie has its entertaining flashes, but there's too much bat jive and bat hokum.
Bat jive?
Oh, these critics, man.
That's crazy. Oh man, that's a funny. That's like a funny thing to say as a critic,
right?
But
someone gave it half a star. Two people gave it half a star.
I can't even agree with that. What is your number 6, bro?
That's bad.
So what's your number 6?
My number 6.
Yes.
Is Batman Returns.
All right.
The Pinguino.
The Pinguino.
The Great Bambino.
The Great Pinguino.
Pinguino, man.
Pinguino. Sounds like a wine. Pinguino.
Probably is a wine.
It might be.
You never know. What was I gonna say? Batman Returns. I mean, I liked it. Like I said, I like the better Catwoman in my opinion. Penguin scared me as a kid. Now as an adult, he just kind of freaks me out just by how creepy he looks, especially his hands.
The all white makeup.
No, well, just his hands. It's like one finger, a thumb, and then the rest is like a wedge.
Oh yeah.
But so
creepy.
My rating for that one, 3 stars.
3 stars, huh?
3 stars.
Okay. Not mad at that.
Not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all.
All right. So what is your number 5?
Dark Knight Rises.
Ooh.
Now it gets spicy.
Dark Knight Rises.
It's number 5 because there's 4 movies better than it. That's all. But yeah. First half of the movie, great. Second half, boring. Bane.
I agree.
Bane was not. Frank said, "Damn, my heart."
He likes that movie?
I guess, bro. Tell me your thoughts, man, in the comments. Tell me your thoughts while I'm doing this. But Bane was not his normal self. They made him a super soldier. They made him like a Bucky. Yeah, he was supposed to be Mexican. Exactly. He's not his normal self.
He's supposed to be a Mexican luchador.
He was far from it. He looked like it reminded me of the Winter Soldier.
He was Persian.
He reminded me of the Winter Soldier. Just killer instinct. Worked on his own. He didn't report to nobody. When Bane has never done that.
Bane has always reported to either the Joker or Poison Ivy.
Bro, he was like your right hand man. He got it done for you.
Sometimes he worked with Mr. Freeze.
He was just like a henchman. He was like the guy, but he wasn't the main guy. Other than that, they made Batman look super weak. Super weak. What it was 8 years. The timeline was 8 years after Dark Knight.
Well, he was old.
He
His
was.
body, like all the stuff
He was, but I mean,
put himself through.
he just made it too easy.
Yeah, but I mean, like
for him to break his back. The dude just.
Yeah, I mean, but he's brittle. He had Kane. He couldn't even get out of his.
Yeah, you're right.
Couldn't even get out of his Lamborghini.
I mean, you're right though.
Which I think, like, if I needed a magnetic brace to keep my knee in place, otherwise it'll fly off, I think I would stop driving a Lamborghini.
Yeah, just drive a Ferrari.
No, I would just go get me a Ford or Dodge or something.
An American man. I like it.
Save some money.
Save a lot. But I give this movie a 3.5.
So, tomato meter, it's certified fresh. It is an 87%.
Ladrone entered the live studio. Is that somebody new?
Is he gonna walk into the door?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the studio, but
He probably changed his name.
I mean, I don't know. Hey, is this Frank or is this somebody else?
So this is our first ever certified fresh on this list.
What are you talking about?
It's a certified fresh. It's over 80%.
Bane beating Batman was a cool scene.
I did like that scene.
The fight scenes were great. It was cool. But I would have just rather seen him as a luchador.
No, you're right. I opened my calendar. What the heck did I just do?
Juan's having a technical.
87% on tomato meter, Rotten Tomatoes, 90% audience score.
That's
so
good.
It's well liked, but it's the weakest in the trilogy, probably the weakest way you can end a trilogy, except for maybe Batman dying and showing up with Catwoman and wherever they were.
Yeah.
That little shop that Alfred loves to go to.
Yeah.
For the coffee. I love just sitting somewhere and enjoying like a nice cup of coffee and a nice day.
Oh yeah. Speaking of coffee, what's your number 5? That was a 3.5 rating for me, bud. By the way.
My number 5 is Batman and Robin. I made a revision to my list.
Interesting. You jerk.
Batman.
My next 3 movies are all Marvel.
Where's number 1? It's Thor: The Dark World.
Hey, without that movie,
Jane wouldn't have cancers.
Facts.
The number 5 is Batman and Robins.
Batman and Robins, like Baskin and Robbins.
Yeah, because they were robbing up the joint. No, they have
some ice cream,
a credit card. This movie is like This is
Infinity.
Not a Batman movie. This is a comedy movie with George Clooney decided to dress up as Batman and
it was like a Halloween party.
Yeah, and run around Gotham City.
Which I cut him some slack. He was a great Bruce Wayne.
Oh, definitely.
He was a great Bruce Wayne.
I mean, if anybody's gonna be Bruce Wayne, it's gonna be that guy.
Like, I mean, like
him and Brad Pitt.
Yeah. No, I mean, just like best Bruce Wayne ever is
right.
To me, it's either George Clooney or Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer with the glasses. He's got to have the glasses.
Yes.
Without the glasses, he's
that one
just
scene with the glasses. Dude. He's just a guy. But go ahead.
They were so thin, I don't even know if they were real.
I don't even think he had glasses on, even when he had glasses.
Yeah. So for me, Batman and Robin. I mean, Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. She just kind of shows up, right?
I'm here.
She just kind of shows up because Alfred's dying, and then Alfred's like, "Oh, you're the guy that I take care of, is Batman, and he adopted this dude. His name is he's Robin. I made a suit for you. I got all of your measurements somehow correct, and I made a suit for you.
Yeah, somehow he had the exact measurements.
Had the exact measurements.
It's not weird or anything.
That's not weird or nothing. It's not like he emailed her later. Hey, what are your measurements? By the way,
hey niece, what's your measurement? It's his niece.
That's gross.
Is it?
Plot hole. A big one.
It is.
3 stars for me.
3 stars? How?
Huh?
What?
3 stars.
All right, I guess.
It's funny.
It is funny.
But it's not good. Just because it's funny doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, you like the movie though. It's your number 5.
Oh, I will watch.
It's your you told me that is your most rewatched one.
It is. That's why it's number 5.
But you said it's not good. It's a good movie. It is.
I mean, I can rewatch any movie I want. It doesn't mean if it's good.
Nah, but you've watched this one at least more than 10 times.
I've seen this one the most because it is the funniest. It is better than all the other ones that I've mentioned.
It is. Definitely so. That was your number 5?
It is my number 5.
Okay.
What's your number 4s?
My number 4 is Batman Forever.
That is your number 4. That was my number 8.
That is my number 4. It's funny, out of all these Batman movies, this is my most rewatched one of all time. Tommy Lee Jones was great. Harvey Dent, great Two-Face. The Riddler, gosh, amazing. Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy was not in that movie.
Poison Ivy was in Batman and Robin.
That's what I'm saying. Poison Ivy was not in that movie.
Neither was Mr. Freeze.
He was not in that one either. Damn it! Am I getting both movies confused?
You are, sir, because Batman Forever is the one.
Batman Forever is with Val Kilmer.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the one.
Nicole Kidman's.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicoleman.
Dick Grayson. And that's the one where he adopts him.
This is one where his parents fall to their death.
Yep. Performing them circus acts. So it was Harvey Dent and the Riddler as the villains. I give it a 4 stars. You go ahead, sir. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Dark Knight Rises.
Number 4, huh? Is Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Why?
I don't know. Just interesting.
The Dark Knight Rises.
I get it.
It's good. Not the best.
If it was
but
the
it's
best,
better than everything that I've
If it was
mentioned.
the best, it'd be number 1.
It's definitely never going to be my number 1. But I like the first half of the movie. Definitely, especially when Batman comes out of hiding.
Yeah.
And he's got they're all chasing him down the highway.
Uh-huh.
And he's got the Batwing parked. And he just flies
What's going on? Viewer joined in named Karate Jane.
Oh, hello, Karate Jane.
How's it going? We're discussing Batman. What is your favorite Batman movie of all time? Could be
cool.
But go ahead, bro.
Dark Knight Rises is my number 4. Like I said, it was the first half of the movie was good. Second half of the movie gets extremely weak as soon as Bane takes over.
Whoa.
The show's in the 60s. Ooh.
Whoo!
Ooh.
OG. Those are great shows. But we're talking about the movies from 1989 to the newest Batman movie. But I've been told, and I've seen some of the ones from the 60s. We've even gone back and watched some of the old movies. with Adam West.
with the shark repellent.
Yes. When Green Hornet and Kato.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you ever watch that?
Yes, I have.
Did you watch the movie with Seth Rogen?
Yes. That movie was funny, but it was good. It was good. But hold on.
It was depressing.
It was. She said the first Batman movie.
The first one.
Yeah. Ever, I think.
First one ever.
With Adam West, I think. But go ahead. Go finish your...
Yeah, the movie just drops off halfway through. Like, as soon as Bane takes over Gotham City, I lose interest in the movie.
Yes, I feel the same way.
Like.
It felt like it was two different. It felt like it was two different movies.
The tone just gets completely wiped. It goes out the window. It no longer becomes like, I don't know. Like the tone is just off.
I feel like it's two different movies.
Yeah,
I do. I really do. I feel like it could have been shot. You know, they could have split it up into two movies, but
I don't think that would have made it any better.
I think if they would have cut the second half out, it would have been way better.
Or if they would have done something different.
Yeah, like Bane being a luchador. A luchador. But that's your number 4?
Yeah.
And what's your rating on that movie, man?
I'll give it 3 stars.
Yes, Michael Keaton did play Batman. He played Batman in the 1989 Batman and Batman Returns.
Yes. He did twice.
Yes, he played in 2 of them.
There's a rumor that he's going to come back and play Batman again, which I'm all down.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
It's better than Ben Affleck to me. I like Ben Affleck when he's in the suit, not out of the suit.
Right.
I just look at a cringy old man.
I like Robert Pattinson as...
Who played after him? Val Kilmer played after him.
And then after Val Kilmer was...
George Clooney. And then after George Clooney was Christian Bale. And then after Christian Bale, you have... Ben Affleck. And then Robert Pattinson. No Ben Affleck for Batman. So my number 3. This is when it gets really good for me. Batman Begins is my number 3 Batman film. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It's the origin story, man. Ra's al Ghul.
It's probably the best.
Henry Ducard.
The best origin movie we've gotten so far.
Anything. Look, let's just be honest. Anything Liam Neeson related, elite. Like.
So Phantom Menace is elite.
Elite.
Taken 2 when she's throwing grenades in the middle of a city.
Elite, bro. Well, it woke up everybody. It's time to get up for school, kids.
There's definitely some people that are missing some limbs.
Elite limbs. Oh, yes. Liam Neeson is the best. He was great in that movie. I love how calm he is. But he's so evil in that movie.
I think he's calm in every movie he does.
But he has this presence about him where you're just drawn to him and you just have to look. Like there's no, and then you got Ra's al Ghul, who's Henry Ducard, and then you have
he is the leader of the League of Shadows.
Yep, yes he is, which is really interesting because I love the origin story. It shows you with Bruce as a kid,
right?
Shows you when he loses his parents.
Yeah,
when he's in transition to, it literally shows a transitional period from when he's Bruce Wayne. Just as Bruce Wayne, and then he goes around, gets that gun. He wants revenge. He tries to meet him up at the courthouse and shoot him.
He doesn't do
it. But I love the transitional period when he's going from Bruce Wayne to Batman because he goes to the League of Shadows. He learns all he learns all the techniques that they teach him. They teach him all the mind, the discipline, and all this stuff, and then he takes all that and becomes Batman.
So. I'm gonna have to rewatch the movie, but I've seen it a lot. I've seen it probably the most out of the Christian Bale movies. I don't know. That and The Dark Knight are kind of tied of how many ones I've seen the most.
Yeah.
For the Christian Bale ones, but I I know he goes. He like leaves. He says he goes to college, right? That's what he tells. He says that, but I don't think he does. He ends up in prison.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he does.
Batman.
Yeah,
He says he went off.
he ends up in prison in that movie.
Right? Did he? He says he went off to college, but I don't think he actually does.
No, he doesn't. No, he went to prison and then he
Went to prison, came back to
got into
Gotham.
a fight there.
Ra's al Ghul saves him, but
Yeah.
he goes. When does he go back to Gotham? Before he goes to prison or after?
After.
After.
Yeah, because Ra's al Ghul, bails him out,
Oh, that's
does
right.
all this stuff,
That's right.
and then he's like, okay, like, are you ready to join us now? Like, kind of trying to bring him back, and he goes against what it is because he didn't want to kill that man. Remember, he was like, kill him. He's committed a life of crime.
He didn't have a trial in front of his peers. How does he know that he committed a crime?
Exactly. That's why he's like, I don't know this guy.
I don't know.
He was being unjust about it. That's what the problem was. But Liam Neeson's like,
He
no.
said he was a thief. He stole from a family.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that.
And that's when he
left.
Split.
Goes back to Gotham.
But I give this movie, Batman Begins, is a 5.
5 stars.
5 stars. I mean, to me, it's the second out of the trilogy. I could easily, if you ask me tomorrow, I might put it as number 1. It's interchangeable. Like, because it's that one and then the Dark Knight out of that trilogy. It's like, I feel like it flip-flops. Because I'm a guy that loves the build-up. I love the story. I love the origin story. That's why I love Captain America's movies. They're slow.
The first Avengers.
The first Avenger is slow, but you get to find out everything. When he's a puny kid trying to join the military, lies so much.
Has like a heart of gold.
Yep. He has morals like no other human being.
Exactly.
But I give this one 5 stars.
All right.
So what is your number 3, sir?
Batman Begins.
Oh my gosh. Didn't revise your list that much, did you? Did you, pal?
No. The tomato meter, 94% from the audience score.
Really?
Yes. I agree with the audience. It deserves 94%.
If it was anything lower, I'd question everybody.
No, yeah. Scarecrow, 8 first villain for Batman, and Ra's al Ghul. Well, Scarecrow's scare toxin. I love the scene where Batman sprays the scare toxin on Scarecrow himself, and just the way Batman looks, like he's like this black figure with like, was it red or white eyes or something like that? And then he had his mouth was like oozing this like black goo. So cool. That was such a cool visual.
Oh yeah.
That they did, even though it was for like a split second scene almost. Still really good.
Oh yeah.
I still remember it. It's still very memorable.
Very memorable.
And then also, Scarecrow dumping the scare toxin into the water supply of Gotham City, which, I mean, if you really want to take out a city, you either go for 2 things. You go for the electrical grid or you go for the water supply. 2 things that our modern day society cannot really live without.
Yeah.
Right?
So they tried taking it away.
So they didn't go for the electric, but they went for the water supply and the scare toxin because it can be vaporized. If you water vaporizes, obviously, if you get it to a certain degree, you can do the scare toxin on the whole city, which they actually did, and
yes, they did. Caused absolute mayhem,
absolute panic. Like the scene where the I don't know what you call him, but the cop that's on the horse, rides up and he's like breathing fire out of his nose, and the kids are like scared. That was cool.
Oh yeah, the effects in that movie were absolutely ridiculous.
The scene where Batman is on the loading dock, and the scene where Batman's on the loading dock,
Yeah.
and he's like picking off the people one by
Yeah,
one.
he was literally hiding in the shadows.
And the dude's like, "Where are you?" And he goes, "Here." And he was hanging behind him and he takes him up. I love that. That's like, I love doing that in the video games, like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Arkham Knight, you couldn't really do it too much. You did some, but they were real smart about it. But Arkham Asylum, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Doing the scare, just scaring them and getting them to run around and just hanging them upside down from the gargoyles. I love that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
In the video game. But the Batman movie, to me, is 5 stars. Batman Begins. I fell in love with this movie the minute I saw it. And yeah, I've been watching it ever since. I just recently got the 4K collection for Christopher Nolan for these movies.
Oh, yes. I love that, bro. I love that. So, you give it 5 star.
Yeah, 5 star.
My number 2 Batman movie is The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
That is your number 2?
Yep. I know.
I do.
What do you mean, wow?
Wow.
Oh, also, man. Oh, he said explain. Bro, what do you mean? That movie's a what? You think it should be number 1? But also, hey man, give us a follow, bro. Give us a follow. Bro, that movie was so good. I don't need to explain anything. Like, I'm sorry. Robert Pattinson played Batman. It's almost like, it's almost correct to say he was the best Batman to ever be on screen. You know what I mean? It's like,
they really captured what Batman's about.
Yes.
In that movie.
He's a detective. Did a really good job.
I like that we saw a lot of detective stuff in that movie.
Stuff that we usually don't see in Batman movies.
Right.
I don't want to give it too much away because it's still in the movie for anybody listening that hasn't seen it. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, it came out, what? When was it released?
Months ago.
No. It's not that new.
Like 6 months ago?
Release date. Oh yeah, March 4th.
Yeah.
Release date in theaters worldwide, March 4th, 2022. Release date on streaming, April 19th, 2022. So yeah.
So recent.
So yeah, very recent.
I recommend anybody to go watch it. 5 stars for me.
Whoa, Colin Farrell was the Penguin. I did not recognize him.
Yeah.
All the effects. Oh man.
He was a great Penguin. He did great.
Oh yeah. And it's like it wasn't even like he didn't live with penguins. Like they just called him
like the corny thing underground with penguins.
Yeah. They called him the Penguin because he always wore a suit, black and white.
Yep.
And he was in his club, the Iceberg Lounge.
Yep, which is, this is the Penguin. It makes perfect sense.
So they call him that's his nickname is the Penguin.
Oh yeah. But it's 5 stars for me. What is your number 2?
Well, we can get to it later. We can do the tomato meter later on the Batman.
Oh no. Tell me the tomato meter.
85%, another certified fresh. And that's for the critic score. For the audience score, it's 87%.
I feel like that's low, man. I feel like that's a really low.
You think so?
I think it should be higher. I think there's a lot of Twilight haters on there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just feel, I don't know. I really enjoyed that movie because it was really dark.
It was dark. It was a different point of view of Batman. He was the detective in that movie. It wasn't like he was.
It was a quiet film. Definitely everything was told through context.
Yep.
And things on screen, so you really have to pay attention. If you were on your phone or doing whatever, had this plan, you're gonna be lost.
You better have went pee before the movie.
You are, oh my god, and it's a long movie. It's almost 3 hours. So, but if you look away for a second, you will be lost
Yeah, because
because everything is told through
the
not only
the
exposition,
details,
right? Exposition, but stuff on screen, stuff that he's looking at, stuff on the wall,
the
maybe.
details, bro, on the
It's all
floor.
on the floor. It's
Here's
all
a
in the
little blood
details.
stains. Found that, like stuff that you would not normally see. He's looking at.
Like the card that we find that they find
Yep.
on the beginning of the movie on the
Yep.
body.
Yep.
That is told. That is exposition right there without having somebody explain it. A character explain it. Okay, now we know the guy is the Riddler. That's who the villain is in this movie. It's not
Great though. Oh, I love how we had the Riddler and Penguin.
Yes.
Instead of like having the Riddler and Two-Face.
Right.
Like how the Batman Forever was.
If they make a sequel to this film, which I think they will.
The way it ended, they have to, with the way the movie ended, with the cliffhanger at the end and the end credit scenes, how he approaches Joker.
Right.
There's definitely a number 2 with Patterson. Have to. He did so good.
I would love to see their version of a Two-Face and their version of a Scarecrow.
Oh, dude.
Their Scarecrow.
Who did the movie, by the way?
Who directed it?
No, like the studio.
Warner Brothers.
It was Warner Brothers, but it wasn't DC.
It is DC. It is a DC film.
It was DC. Okay.
Well, DC owns Warner Brothers, but let me see.
I don't think he was like...
Director was Matt Reeves. Distributor was Warner Bros. Pictures. Yeah, so Matt Reeves. Producer, Dylan Clark and Matt Reeves. Writer, Matt Reeves and Patrick Craig. So Matt Reeves had his hand in this whole thing.
He did a really good job. And he needs to have his hand in the next one.
And Peter Craig. So I think...
Over here, Peter.
There is definitely going to be a sequel. Yeah, the runtime is 2 hours and 56 minutes. It made $369 million in the box office. So it made it's made its money back.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. But it made its money back, but it was a short time in the theater because Warner Brothers owns HBO and they wanted to get it on HBO Max as quick as possible.
I don't blame you. But yes, that is my number 2. 5 stars. Juan, it is now your turn.
Don't be mad at me, okay?
What is your number 2, my friend?
My number 2 is The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's a slow burn to my heart. This guy just said The Dark Knight is his number 2 movie.
I'm sorry. I just like...
Oh, man. You got somebody that's against you.
Who's that? Don't boo me. It's an amazing movie. I just think my number 1 is better. Dark Knight, my number 2. Probably the only Batman movie I ever saw in the theater.
Which one? Dark Knight?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I saw Dark Knight Rises in the theater. I was bored.
I didn't see, to be honest, I didn't see any of these. None of these Batman movies I've ever seen in the theater.
Well, I wasn't old enough.
Well, I'm talking about like the new one, the trilogies.
Oh, okay.
All of them I saw at home on DVD.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Yes, he is. Heath Ledger's the best Joker, yes. But go ahead.
Yeah, Heath Ledger is the best Joker. Tomato meter.
In live action.
Tomato meter, 94%. Audience score, 94%.
That's sounds correct.
Yep. This movie is probably one of the best Batman movies ever. But in my opinion, I like my number 1 a lot better. The Dark Knight. Man, what can I say? This is the best Joker. Probably this is Batman with his back against the wall, really. Because he doesn't know what to do because so many people are dying so fast. And the mayor is asking for answers. Harvey Dent is asking for answers. Commissioner Gordon is asking for answers. Well, he wasn't commissioner yet. He was only lieutenant.
Yeah, he was just lieutenant. Yeah.
Halfway through the movie, after he catches the Joker, he then becomes commissioner.
I like Commissioner Gordon's relationship with Batman.
I do too. And I also like that he has the light, and everybody knows that he has the light, the bat signal on the roof of GCPD, but nobody is like asking anything because the cops can't really do anything about the criminals unless they actually catch them in that, which is fair. But Batman, he can be anywhere he illegal is gonna go down.
He stops it.
He stops it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it is. But the cops, they can't really do anything about it until either it's already happening or after it's already been done.
I agree.
So they're kind of like not fighting Jim on this having the light because they know that Batman's helping in areas that they can't, just because there's more crime happening than there are cops to stop it.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Gotham City is probably the worst city to ever live in, fictional or real.
Yeah, everything seems to just.
I would not want to live in Gotham City or Metropolis.
Oh, but yeah, Gotham City though is kind of like, I don't know if it's like
Chicago.
It's like Chicago or New York. I don't know.
Yeah. They filmed The Dark Knight in Chicago. So what does that tell you?
They like deep dish pizza.
I had deep dish when I was there last. It was pretty good.
I want to try fresh deep dish pizza from Chicago. But go ahead.
It's good. I think the closest thing is Uno's in Orlando. Don't go to Rosati's. That one's crap. Go to Uno's.
Rosati's, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. I love how the Joker just walks in to the mob boss's meeting and is like, he's like, yeah, I stole your money. What are you going to do about it? He's like, and they go, oh, that's a cheap purple suit. He goes, well, it's not cheap. You bought it.
Yeah, I love his comebacks.
Yeah. I love this Joker.
Not to blow anything out of proportion. And he's holding the grenade in his jacket.
Yeah. Is it you can steal from us and get away with it? Yeah.
You want to see a magic trick? He puts the pencil on the table. Bam!
Yeah.
Slams the dude's head and it disappeared. He's like, let's not blow things out of proportion. I was like, oh, this guy is so legendary.
The Batman.
Rest in peace.
The Batman scenes when he crashes the tumbler, he's trying to get out, and the little kid is like in the car watching this kind of go down, and he sees like the bat bike. I don't know what it's called. The bat motorcycle.
The bat bike
just comes out. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's the two front tires that turn into a motorcycle.
I don't know if it's the two front tires. I think the tires are already on it.
No, I mean like it's kind of like an escape pod.
Yeah.
Built in.
Yeah.
But it's probably the two front tires that just blow off and turn into the bike.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And then I love when he flips the truck.
Yes.
By tying the cables.
That was cool.
This is a 5-star movie for me.
Oh, it has to be. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that we already know whose number ones is what. My number one is Dark Knight. And Juan just absolutely hit the nail on the head. I give it a 5-star rating. Juan, what's your number one?
The Batman. Robert Pattinson's The Batman. I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
What's
your rating on it?
5 stars. I have ever since I've watched the film, I have been thinking about it every day. I haven't gone back and watched it again. I want to. But it's a long movie. I just haven't had time.
Yeah.
With this promotion at work. But
congrats.
Thank you. But yeah, I love that movie. It's really good. 5 stars.
But so that is our list. Yes, that's why I have it as number one, Frank. That is our number. That's our 9 through 1. Our 9, well, whatever. It's our 9 Batman movies. So now look, check this out. We have a segment called Let's Be Real, where we literally just talk about bad movies. But instead of going into detail about both movies, we're just gonna ask a question: what movie's worse, Catwoman or the Green Lantern? What movie's worse, Juan?
Oh my gosh.
Both.
Catwoman.
You think Catwoman's worse?
Catwoman's way worse.
Really?
Than Green. Oh yeah.
Worse than the sob love story that Ryan Reynolds was a part of?
Catwoman, she's not a cat burglar in that movie. She gets revenge on her boss.
He said, I've never watched the Green Lantern. You're not missing anything. Don't watch it.
You're not missing nothing.
I have to say the Green Lantern's worse. At least Catwoman stuck to like there. Actually, I mean, the movie was correct.
What do you mean?
It's Catwoman. It's like
because she does nothing that Catwoman does.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, at least she had the suit.
She does nothing that Catwoman does.
The only thing correct was her suit.
It's got
that was it.
8% on Tomato Meter on Rotten Tomatoes.
I can't even imagine what Green Lantern has.
And an 18% audience score for Catwoman. I saw this movie.
What about Green Lantern?
I saw them both. Catwoman, terrible.
Both of them are terrible.
She gets cat powers.
It's a 1-star movie.
So she dies. She dies. A cat coughs a fur ball into her mouth, and then she gets cat powers.
Yeah, the way she the way she got the powers were a little suspect.
Which is not even what our Catwoman is originally. She doesn't have powers.
No, Catwoman never has powers.
She's just a cat burglar. That's what they would call.
She's like Batman, a human with really good intellect, and she's smart.
When Catwoman was created back in the day, the term they had for people
cat burglar,
people who would sneak into people's windows
like a cat, because cats are very quiet,
right? Quietly steal your crap. Awesome.
But yeah, cat burglar. I mean, but Catwoman though, her history though, she's trained in fighting though. She's really good at fighting.
She can fight.
She's not just like your average cat burglar.
No. But I mean, that's why she's called Catwoman.
She's sneaky. She's really smart. But what about Green Lantern?
The Tomato Meter for Green Lantern is 26%.
That is way too high.
It's better than Catwoman, I can tell you that. 26% audience score, 45%.
I will say no. It is better. It is better. That's a 2-star movie for me. Well, no, 1.5.
What?
Green Lantern. It's 1.5.
We're gonna give them stars.
Yeah, you have to.
The
Catwoman's a 1.
Catwoman is a 0.
Oh God, you're gonna. Oh wow, you're really giving it. You're really going harsh.
It's terrible.
I gotta give a little point for effort.
Green Lantern is a 1.5.
Gotta give her a 1 for effort.
There was no effort.
It was at least better than Avalanche Sharks.
Oh, anything is better than Avalanche.
So that's what I'm saying. Avalanche Sharks is like a half.
I mean, so 1.5 Green Lantern just because of Blake Lively.
Yeah. Were they married yet? Ryan Reynolds and
maybe they were, or maybe they
were probably just
met. This was in 2011. So
that's when they probably met.
This is how they met, probably.
Didn't they kiss in that movie?
Well, yeah, she was the love interest.
Yep, that's exactly what. Yes, I mean something great come out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the Let's Be Real segment. Honestly, that's the shortest segment ever. But
are we gonna do this or that this week?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you. I'm gonna lead it for you. I'm gonna ask you questions. Ready? Would you this or that? Would you rather have Batman's money or Superman's morals?
Wait, what? Batman's money or Superman's morals?
Yes. Like his character, like how he is, like how he's a good person. Or would you rather have Batman's money? It's a pretty hard one to answer. Because it's like...
Well, hold on. Do I get to be myself with Batman's money, or does it change? Do I change?
No, it's just... No. Would you rather
Me
have
as
Batman's
how I
money
am now.
or Superman's morals? Because Superman's morals, like he pretty much perfect.
I mean, my morals as I am now, pretty good, I think.
I mean, like, what would you rather have? Like, this question's kind of like, would you rather have money or would you rather be a good person? That's kind of like what it's hinting at.
Oh, okay.
But like,
Well,
but if you had to choose, what would you rather have? Batman's money or Superman's morals?
this is hard. Um, I'm guess I'm gonna have to go with Batman's money.
All right.
I mean, I think I'm a pretty decent person already. I feel like having his money wouldn't change me.
Yeah, that's true. Would you rather have Joker's criminal mindset or Harvey Dent's ego once he becomes Two-Face? I love Harvey Dent in Dark Knight. He would flip the coin the way he did it.
Yeah, but I feel like his ego didn't change. His ego was the same when before and after.
So criminal mastermind, or would you rather have the criminal mind of Joker or Harvey Dent's ego? That dude was prideful, man.
I think I'd rather have Joker's mindset.
Okay. Would you, this or that?
This feels like a BuzzFeed quiz.
Right? This or that. Riddler's IQ or Batman's intellect? Jeez. Just end the episode right there. Because Batman is smart. But the Riddler, jeez, man. His IQ is out of this world.
His IQ is very high.
What about you guys in the chat? Riddler's IQ or Batman's intellect?
I think I would love to be smart.
I mean, you'd be a real dangerous man if you were. You'd be rich with Batman's money. Joker's criminal mind set and Riddler's IQ. You're a dangerous man. Frankie said Batman's intelligence. His intellect.
Man. I guess I'm gonna have to go with. Oh man, this is tearing me apart. I'm gonna go with Riddler's.
Speaking of IQ, before we end this episode, you have a movie of the week, right?
Yeah.
And what's the movie of the week?
Let me pull it up.
What's the movie of the week?
That scared me. Movie of the week is Barbarian. It will be my final horror recommendation of the year. See me again in January when new horror films start coming out.
I'm having too much fun over here.
This is a horror mystery thriller. What is the synopsis? Where is this at? A young woman discovers the rental home she booked is already occupied by a stranger. Against her better judgment, she decides to spend the night, but soon discovers there's a lot more to fear than just an unexpected
It's a scary movie.
House guest.
It is a scary movie.
Did you watch it yet?
No.
You should.
No.
I own it. You have access to my digital library. You should watch it.
So pretty much, Frankie, it's like this. You and Alexa and Valentino get an Airbnb for the weekend. And the people double booked it. And you're there with a creepy guy.
But he has nothing to do with it.
No, he doesn't. You're there with a guy you don't even know. but there's secrets within the house that you don't know about until you go in the basement.
You go in the basement. There is a rope in the wall,
and you're dead.
You pull that rope, it opens a secret door.
And that's
you walk down the hallway. There is a room there, empty, with a bed and a camera, a tripod, and a camera. I believe the camera is still there.
Yeah.
But little do you know that there is yet another secret door in that hallway, which leads to a dark cavern underneath the house.
Cavern.
Like a walkway down, very underneath, very deep underneath the house. This takes place in Detroit, by the way. How they did this without anybody knowing, I have no idea. Anyway,
probably in the mountains.
No, it's in the city of Detroit, Michigan.
Dang.
Yeah, so you go down there. Something is down there with you. You are not alone.
Is it like a demon? Or is it like people?
It's like a person.
It's like a monsters thing.
It's like a monster person type.
Yeah.
It's a high recommendation from me. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. From the Tomato Meter. 70% audience score. I mean, the ending is a little weird. I can tell you that right now. But everything else is really good. It will scare your socks off. I'll tell you that right now. I loved it.
And what's your star rating?
Because of the ending.
What is the Let's Be Real?
4 stars.
4 star. Okay. 4-star rating on it. It's not bad at all.
You can find it on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, you can watch it there. Although I don't recommend it because they lower the bit rate so that the movie won't buffer for you. Even though I've never had any buffering issues, but I know not everybody has very good Wi-Fi. So the movie is dark, and watching it on HBO Max, you won't get the best picture. Everything will be gray instead of it being pitch black, how the house is supposed to be when you go in the basement. If you watch it, if you can rent it off of Vudu, I do recommend there because they do have a higher bit rate when they stream. And I don't think anybody's Wi-Fi will suffer. I think you'll be okay. I think it's like maybe $4.99, $5.99 for the HD stream, which I do recommend renting it off of Vudu versus watching it on HBO Max because they do lower the quality, just like YouTube. YouTube will compress it and lower the quality. They like
render it down
of your videos so that people
render the video.
Can watch it.
Yeah.
But Vudu. Barbarian. It was released September of this year, actually. So
2022.
It's very new.
You heard it here first. The Barbarian.
Barbarian, not the Barbarian.
Barbarian.
2022.
2022. 4-star rating from Let's Be Real. But Frankie, next week, we're gonna be discussing Black Panther. Yep. Because I'm going to watch it this Saturday, but I'm also going to be going with you and AJ to watch it on the 17th. I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, don't listen to the show.
Listen to the show after it's been 30 minutes in.
Okay, yeah. So we'll talk 30 minutes about it. We'll try not to spoil it.
No, I'm spoiling it.
No, we can't have a spoiler.
Bruh. If we go live on this, we got to. We can do a spoil. Remember, we can go YouTube, do a spoiler-free review on there.
Yeah.
Just upload audio differently, you know what I mean? But guys, we're coming up to the end of the episode. Look, man, this is our first time going live on Podbean. We really appreciate everybody that joined in, all the new people that joined in. Hey, if you like what you heard tonight, please give us a follow on Podbean. We're also on Spotify, Samsung Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, all the platforms except for Apple. And no, we're not on Samsung Podcast. What was it?
We're on Google Podcasts.
We're not on a Samsung Podcast.
We're not on Apple Podcasts yet.
Apple Podcast. That's the big one.
Yeah.
And there was another one, but I can't remember. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. And remember, always be real. Have a great night. Have a great night. You don't want to say nothing?
Good night. We're done.